Hello ladies and gentlemen. Today we want to show you the performance of our laboratory jaw crusher Pulverisette 1. The Pulverisette 1 is a jaw crusher for sample preparation of large samples. The function of the instrument is by moving of two jaws inside of the jaw crusher. The final size of the sample is determined by the gap between the two jaws. We can set the gap of the jaws manually outside of the machine. So now my colleague will show you the largest size. Gap of the largest possible size. The test we want to perform today needs the smallest gap as possible, so my colleague will now change manually to the smallest gap. So now you can see the difference between the largest gap and the smallest gap. The sample itself will be fed into a hopper that is above the instrument. The initial size for the Pulverisette 1 type 1 is up to 65 millimeter. There is another instrument, the Pulverisette 1 type 2. Here we can feed samples up to sizes of 95 millimeter. The sample we have today is small enough so that we can use the Pulverisette 1 type 1. So this is how the sample looks like that we will want to process today. After we feed the sample into the hopper, it will be crushed by the movable jaws inside of the jaw crusher. Today we use jaws made of zirconia because the customer wants to avoid any metallic abrasion, so therefore we use the zirconia jaws. After the sample passed the instrument, it is collected in a vessel that is underneath the instrument. My colleague now opens the instrument and show you where the sample is collected. The cover contains also a safety switch that while operation of the machine, and maybe Uli, please start the mill now. When you open that cover, it will automatically stop the machine for safety protection. After milling, it is important to clean the machine to avoid any cross-contamination in between. This can be done with the Fritsch jaw crusher Pulverisette 1 very easy by just removing the jaw and then using a vacuum cleaner with a brush to clean the milling chamber inside. The test of the sample. The batch volume of the sample is 20 kilograms. We will measure how long it will take to crush this 20 kilogram batch. Uli, please start. To avoid exposure of too much dust while milling, the Pulverisette 1 has the possibility to add a vacuum cleaner, an exhaust system, to the instrument to protect the environment against dust. So this is the place where the vacuum cleaner is connected to the unit. After milling, it is important that the instrument can be cleaned very easy and very fast. Mr. Gerber will now demonstrate how to clean the milling chamber inside. You just have to remove one of the drawers. And now the whole milling chamber is open for further cleaning with a vacuum cleaner and with a brush. But you also can see that for that sample that we processed today, it is not very much contaminated by the product.